Nick Hart from Backstreet Boys.
Shout out to Boy Band Break.
It's Chris Kirkpatrick here. Shout out to your podcast, Boy Band Break.
Everybody, this is Howie D, and I'm listening to Boy Band Break.
Hi, Ashley Parker Angel here. Huge shout out to the Boy Band Break podcast.
This is Brad from LFO, and you are listening to Boy Band Break.
Hey, what's up? This is Jacob.
What's up? It's Dan.
What's up? It's Trevor.
And it's Eric Michael, and it's time for Boy Band Break, baby. Let's go! Bam, 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 bam.
Welcome back to Boy Band Break. We encourage you to take a break from your day and join us in some boy band conversation. As always, I'm Cinzia.
I'm Sofia.
And I'm Lydia, aka Mama Lou.
Welcome back, everyone, for round 3 of 90s Con.
Better known as Day 3.
Yes.
Day 3. Honestly, did not think we would have 3 full episodes about this, so apologies.
I knew that we would because you guys love to chat.
Okay.
And also you're on adventures and things happen that aren't really within the realm of what happened within the walls of the con.
Okay.
So it kind of like, I feel like we live vicariously through you by going through your adventure of like, oh, what happened? How did you get here?
If you've been here for all 5 years, you know this is how we are.
Exactly.
We like to babble and share our lives with you.
That's right. We like to share. We want you to be in the full experience.
Exactly.
Also, I have a bad memory, so it's good to have something to listen back to remind myself of what has occurred.
That's true.
What has occurred.
So the last thing that we remember was that you went to a bar that had a Yu-Gi-Oh battle guy, and he gave you free chicken nuggets.
Pretty much, yes.
And then you went home to your perhaps.
We went back to the Shady Motel, the Ocano Lodge of whatever it was. Yes.
Yes.
The heat was on because we put the heat on before we left. So when we got
these pictures
back,
that's Day 3.
when we got back, it was a little nice and toasty for us.
That's
okay.
Good.
So yes, it was. Now it was too hot, but we're like, you know what? It is what it is. So I apparently did not post my pictures that day. So I'm just going to do a really quick. There was Day 2 pictures that I have, so I'm just going to show those really fast to see if
that
we missed
you didn't
anything.
share last time.
That I did not share last time. No.
Okay.
So this was all the pictures you could get with Mario Lopez. He's making some weird. We're all making the volunteer was just taking pictures, candid shots, if you will. So we had 2 good ones. This is what the bridge looks like during the day.
The bridge where the car was on fire?
Yes, that's the car was on fire over there. There was this cute little bug thing. You press the button.
It did not work. They did not work.
There's us just randomly taking pictures. This very beautiful mural of, I guess, famous women from Connecticut, I guess, were here. So it was very nicely done. We thought this was very nice. So then that's Deanna again from Chris's fan who was there. And then you can not remember the other 2.
Is it Laura?
Possibly. This was the mother of this one, I believe. So they actually just happened to be at the same hotel that we were now checking out of.
Oh.
So we had some good conversations with them in the lobby.
She's the one that we interviewed, she said. She was on from Mission NSYNC, but now she's not there anymore.
Oh,
yes.
interesting.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so we had some good chats. So they were all kind of volunteering. She had to leave because she was driving somebody to the airport at 3 a.m. and then they didn't want to wake them up. So yes, it was interesting. So this is our shady hotel room. Which again, it did not look bad. It's not that bad, and it was like less than 100.
There was like holes in the other ones because I guess somebody put cigarette butts on there. So
yes, Sophia's had a bit of it. There was the crack that ran across. So we're like, maybe the people from above will fall on us. This is like murdery. It kind of reminded me of Veronica Mars when they were staking out motels. Yes, this was the after party bracelets that we got.
$20 at the door.
Wow.
There we are dancing.
What is this?
This is the after party. There's
wait. What day was this on?
This is Day 2.
Okay.
So we had talked about it in last week's episode, but these are the slap bracelets.
Okay.
I was like, I knew I had pictures of these things, but I apparently forgot. So I don't know. We're just making weird faces.
We look scared there.
There was some people dancing. So that's what the slap bracelets look like. Very cute.
Very cute. Okay.
Yes. Then we tried to take a picture in front of the 90s Con sign, but as you know, it's lit.
Oh, that's not
so it was just very dark and did not work.
Yeah,
so,
that makes sense. Yeah.
There you go. And then this was the food that we ate and got for free from the gentleman at the bar.
That's so nice.
So that is a Day 2. So now let us scroll up. It's a toilet. That's
part of our adventures home.
Yes. So here we go. Day 3. Okay, so for those of you who do not know, this lovely lady in the pink headband is Lolly. So she has a website, a channel with her husband Mikey, Lolly Land. It's on YouTube. I actually, right after this, she had me record a little like thing about boy band break, so I did. So she was like, she is super lovely. She's from New York area, New Jersey. This is her sister Nikki. This is their friend that I totally forgot the name of. Because I'm really bad.
I was not there, so I don't know.
Oh, you weren't there. Where were you? You were in like.
I was in my photo op.
She was in a photo op. Sophia had a lot of photo ops on the Sundays, on the Sunday, not Sundays.
And we'll hear about them soon.
Yes.
Okay.
So
wait, go back. The lady with the so this. I feel like I've heard you say this person's name before.
I feel like we should have her on the podcast because she has some very interesting stories. Actually, when NSYNC first came out, so they were her. So Lolly and Nikki were big Mickey Mouse Club fans.
Okay.
So they're big fans of JC and Justin, I guess. And they kind of knew about NSYNC when they were first starting out and stuff. So I guess back, like kind of like with Serial Joe, how we were able to like call the house and stuff like that. They were able to do that. So they had some good insider information. And then when they like would come through to Europe, they would fly through New York. So it happened at least once. I don't know if it was several times, but they actually like hung out with NSYNC like right when they were first starting out.
Oh, wow.
And like got to do some stuff. So yeah, so pretty cool. She's very interesting. Sophia and I actually met her at Wahlburgers in New York City when we were going for the Apollo Theater show.
30th anniversary.
Of 30th anniversary of the Apollo Theater. So we like her and her husband Mikey were there. So we kind of I ran into her last year at 90s Con. Lovely, lovely lady. So check her out, Lolly Land.
And I think it was a 30th anniversary of The Right Stuff.
Okay.
Is that the
not
song?
the Apollo Theater?
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was something
like that.
Something new.
Something to do with their album.
Yes.
That was 30.
So they're very into boy bands and stuff. They were very into, I believe, they didn't stay the whole day on Sunday. I actually caught them right when they were leaving. They were just going to get like a Jason Priestley picture and then take off. So they're lovely ladies. Sue's House of Fudge. I was wasting time and everybody liked this fudge. It was good. It was actually pretty good fudge.
Yeah.
I got chocolate peanut butter and then dark chocolate. The chocolate peanut butter was better. And then we're just waiting in line. This is the closest we got to a Mark Paul Gosselaar picture. Is a picture of his.
And then we talked to his volunteer, and she said, we've capped this line off. He's leaving at 3 p.m., which was half an hour.
So that's kind of the shitty part again about cons is on the Sunday, not all of the celebrities stay till the end.
Yeah,
because depending on when their flights are, right?
It's kind of similar to like actual like anime cons too. Like a lot of Sunday people just no show and they just buy.
Because they got to work on Monday or whatever. So like Saturday is the best day of a con because all the celebrities are there, but it's also the busiest day and it's crowded. And this con was actually at capacity. So
wow. Yeah, okay.
So here's a picture of Sophia.
Ooh, those all look like 90210.
So I got Beverly Hills 90210 quad photo. Because when I went to get the one with Shannon, it's like not even a minute in, it was gone. Like sold out completely.
Like, is
so
it? Wait, how'd you buy them? Like in person or digitally?
Online.
Oh wow. Okay.
On their website online. So then I was like, okay, let me get a quad one because I think they added more quads because people couldn't get the other one. And then
people were able to upgrade from their quad photo to the one with Shannon. So then that made more quad photos available.
Interesting.
So I think that's why it was sold out right away because they did the upgrade, which I didn't know until that girl from Montreal told us.
Nuts.
Which makes sense that they would get first dibs.
Yeah, no, I guess that's true.
So then we're like, you know what? We're going to go hit up another panel. So we decided to go to the Clueless one, which, un momento, por favor. We also have that up on here. Not as many views for this one. These took forever to like go up for some reason. I think it's because I did not have enough Wi-Fi and that shitty motel we were at did not have Wi-Fi. So,
yeah, that was crazy.
Oh, I want to just quickly talk about, so where the convention was let's say here. And the bus station is over here. But where our hotel was over here.
Oh,
So it didn't make sense for us to leave our bags at that hotel, go there, come back and go to the bus thing because it was on the other side of the river. Also, that was a really shady hotel and I did not want to set foot in it ever again. So whatever. So
fair.
And the convention did not have bag check or anything, which is annoying.
That's annoying.
And I didn't think ahead of time to just bring a rolly luggage. I was like, oh, I'll just pack light and little bags. So I was like, shit, I should have kept a rolly luggage.
I love the rolly luggage.
Because Josh was like, I'll lend you my backpack. But his backpack weighs a fuck ton without any clothes in it.
No,
and after I went to LA for the Aaron Memorial, I was like, there's no way I'm ever wearing this backpack again. I feel like I've shrunk 2 feet and I have my back hurt. So anyways, so we're like, we found this service and it was called Bounce. And it's a bag storage thing. So what it does is it finds like locations in your area that will store bags for the day for like $6 a bag.
Okay. Good.
So a lot of the places are like UPS and things like that, but they close at certain times. So there was this only one in Hartford, open on Sunday, 24 hours, right beside the bus station. We're like, perfect. We'll drop our bags off there. And then we'll head over to the con. And then when we're done, we'll pick up the bags and literally walk across the street to the bus station. Beautiful. Perfect.
Bus station also has lockers too, don't they?
This one did not. No. I don't think a lot of them do. Like the ones that I've seen, like the Greyhound ones really don't.
Really?
I don't know if maybe because of shadiness in the past or whatever. So anyways, we're like, okay, cool. We get in our little Uber. I don't know why I keep saying Uber. We use Lyft. I like it because it's pink. And it's generally slightly cheaper. So anyways, we get there. We're cool. We get to the lobby. We're all like, all right, we're going to go. And then the lady's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm like,
she's also a trainee. She's training. It's like her first few months in the job. I was like, okay.
And how this bounce thing works is that it doesn't actually tell you the location until after you book. So it's kind of like a hidden whatever.
Oh, Christ. Okay.
So, and I was like, okay. She's like, is there a phone number? I'm like, yeah. So the phone number was for the hotel lobby. So it had everything for the lobby. She's like, can you call them? And I'm like, and I can't, but you could send them like a message. So I sent them a message. I'm like, yo, they have no idea what the hell you're talking about. And and they're like, oh, thank you for your message. We'll get back to you in half an hour. And I'm like, cool. But Sofia's like photo op was in like less than an hour. And we still needed to get to the con. So we're like, okay. So then we're like, well, what the hell? And we were not mean to the lady, but we're like, can you like ask someone else? Because like literally, please look at this. This is what it's telling me. She's like, I have no idea. So she called like the manager and the manager had no idea.
Great.
So we're like, okay, nobody knows what to do. So we're like, okay. So we're like, she's like, well, just wait for, so we were like, we had a drop dead time and we're like, okay, we'll give it like another 5 minutes. And if this bounce company doesn't get back to us, then we'll just take off. And she's like, okay, and we'll carry the bags all day. So finally the front lady was like, you know what, if you want, you can leave them in the corner of the lobby. So like accessible to everyone.
Oh, nice.
And I was just like, yeah, you know what, fine. So we decided we would do it. So we just had to like write our name and phone number. And so for free, she let us keep them there. So that was nice. So we did.
That was very nice. Yeah.
It was very nice of her. We took off. And of course, like it took us forever to get inside. I think I read somewhere that somebody fell on the escalator. So that's why they had stopped letting people in.
I didn't know that.
But it was freezing. And we're like, we need to get inside this building because Sophia's going to miss her photo op.
Oh, God.
Which I believe was the 90210 one, right? Was that the one?
It was at 11:15.
So, and it's like 10:45 and we're like, we need to get inside because you have to line up like 15 minutes ahead of time for your photo ops too, right? So we're just like, so we finally got in, thank God. She was able to do her thing and that's where kind of, anyways, don't use that service, but they did just now, a week later, have now refunded me said they've refunded my money, but said it will take another 2 or 3 days. But I was just like, in theory, this is a beautiful thing. And there's to have a place where you can just store your own luggage for the day, especially in like touristy places.
Yeah.
But only if it works. So
yeah,
you have to make sure the people at the hotel know what you're talking about.
Yes, because they definitely did not.
Yeah.
So we now decided, okay, cool. We're gonna go check out the Clueless panel. I am bummed that I missed the 90210 panel the day before, but honestly, timing wise, there was no way to make it work. So
especially we were still in the Joey line, right?
Because we were in the Joey line and whatever. So we did this. So fun fact about Clueless. During the film, there are 53 different kinds of tartan plaid used, 7 of which are worn by Cher and 12 by other major characters.
Wow.
So, yes.
That's a lot of plaid.
This is actually a very interesting one. So check it out. We have it's called Clueless Panel 90s Con 2023. So they were like, it was, so again, as Sophia had mentioned earlier, Brecken, what is his name?
Yeah, Brecken, yeah.
He came in with a little friggin' backpack on, and it was hilarious. You can't find it, but anyways, there he is. Apparently, him and Alicia Silverstone actually went to the same high school together, but she didn't believe him, and it was like a very confused. Like, are you joking right now, or is this real? So I guess he was a senior and she was a freshman, but she was only there very briefly.
Oh, okay.
Then she got that movie Crush. Remember? I don't know if you remember that movie. So she got a bunch of movies. So she had been acting steadily when this thing. So actually, an interesting fact.
Had 8 movies or something.
She had so she did a whole bunch of movies in a short amount of time.
Fantastic.
But the thing is she didn't realize like how big Clueless was going to be, and she was just like, okay, whatever. And she didn't understand why she had to do all these wardrobe changes and all this stuff. Like it spent a week fitting her for outfits and the other girls and stuff. So
you do get paid for fittings, by the way.
That's good. But she's just like, I don't understand. I don't know designer stuff. Like she's like, I would wear jeans and a green t-shirt to work every day, and then they would like put me in all these different outfits.
Yeah.
So they were like, yeah. So she was just like, yeah, I didn't really understand. Brecken, by the way, they have a sign language person on stage.
Uh-huh.
So then he just kept like making her sign things.
Oh, geez.
And be like, hey, what? Blah, 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 blah. And then she would like.
He kept saying like poop and everything.
And then she would have to like make the thing so he knew which words were like.
Oh, no.
It was actually pretty entertaining.
That's
and they were all like, you're a big dumbass. But anyways, it was pretty funny. So they talked about Ty. What is her name? Brittany Murphy.
Yeah.
Who passed away. So actually, him and her auditioned together.
Aww.
So that's how they got. So they actually knew each other because they were friends or.
Yeah, they were friends. I think for like 5 or 10 years.
So they had been like friends for really good. So that's why their chemistry was so good when they auditioned together. So it was between them and another couple because like everybody else auditioned individually, but for them it was like a chemistry thing. So it was actually pretty cool. So he had a lot of like sweet things to say about her and like how like if she was still alive, she'd be doing so many great things right now and stuff. So it was actually like a really nice thing. But essentially, Alicia was saying that she really didn't get a chance to bond with people as much during this because she's like literally in every scene, right?
Yeah,
so
she's the lead of the movie.
She's the lead of the movie, exactly. Yeah. So she's obviously acting in all the scenes, so she doesn't have a lot of downtime in between to do things.
Yeah,
and hang out. Where a lot of the rest of them kind of like had some like good moments. Yeah. Apparently the boys all lived together and were having like grand old time. And then they said like who's most like their character, and they're like Donald Faison, Murray.
Yeah.
Which one was Murray again?
Murray was Dion's boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
So she's like, they're like, he's most like him, like he's just like whatever. So
he was also on Scrubs.
Yes.
So anyways, it was actually a very good panel. So do you remember anything else from that?
And then he was like, we're just getting to know each other right now.
Oh my God, it was so funny. And then like, so they had these like 2 couches, and they had this like little like table, and for some reason if there was only 4 of them, they would just sit on this table instead of being on the couch by themselves. And I was like, I noticed that in a few of the panels, and I was like,
I think they were like, why are you so far away from us kind of thing. So we're like, okay, let's just be closer.
No, that makes sense.
So it was actually pretty funny. So they
what
could see
else? They each did a line of their characters would say, which I thought was funny. Yeah,
it was hilarious. I can't remember Brecken's, but hers was the balls fly up. Oh, what was your favorite line? She said the balls thing. She's like, there goes your social life. And then she was saying that when she was saying that line, she had no idea what it actually meant.
Yeah.
So she was just like, funny. Why do people find this line so funny? And then afterwards, she was like, oh. So like.
Yeah, I didn't know what it meant when I was watching it too.
Yeah, for sure. So, so that was actually a pretty good little interview.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining.
Can't remember. Did they talk about Paul Rudd at all?
Yes, they did.
Oh,
because he was saying that they're very good friends.
Yes.
Brecken.
And they're like, did you guys think that he would actually, they're like, yes, he's beautiful. Brecken was like saying some stuff about him. And then they're like, so then the moderator was like, obviously they would never be together because brother and sister. And then Alicia was like, I think they would have ended up together and stayed together and all that stuff. So I don't know. So.
Oh yeah, who's the host? It's just like
for this one. So last year they had Christy Carlson Romano, who was like a Nickelodeon like actress. She was the host of all these ones. This one they had some sort of like thing with People Magazine.
Oh, I
so
see.
all the people were like editors from People Magazine.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so they did that. They definitely had to. So that was that. So that was a good one. And was the boy band one directly after this one?
Yes, because as soon as it was over, we ran outside to get in line.
Yes, so we ran out, came back in.
I gotta share this. I'm sharing it.
Share screen. Boy band. So there you go. So they were up.
So it was at 2:00.
So yeah, so we're like, okay, we gotta, and there was obviously quite the line, but then I'm like, okay, I gotta get in. And I was like strategizing because they also have questions you can ask.
Okay.
So I like figured out where we could go so I could be in the right aisle to go run up and do the questions, which I ended up doing, like running up. But unfortunately, and I knew it while I was waiting there, that they were not going to get to my question.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many people, right? So.
And they did it where one person asked a question from this aisle, one person asked a question from the other aisle.
I was like,
so that's
I think
why
I
they
would
went
have
back
been
and
like
forth.
10th in line or something. And I was like, there's no way in hell that they're going to get to my question. But I'm like, you know what? I have a much better, clearer quality of the camera because I'm up in the front. So I'm just going to stay here and not care. So for anyone who is wondering, my question would have been, I was like, to the two gentlemen in Sure Shot, for Mission Man Band.
Yes, thank you.
So my question was going to be, if you guys could make another Mission Man Band, who would you have put in with you? And why not Brian Abrams? But I did not say that. I was like, I'm not going to say that part, but yeah. But I was going to. But they actually talked about Sure Shot themselves.
Oh wow!
So
yeah, Chris brought it up.
You stole my thunder.
Like, Chris.
And they're like,
brought
sing
it up.
a Sure Shot song. They're like, no, but they did do the 98 degrees box step. So like, they're kind
and
of
they sang "I Swear" a little bit of "I Swear," I think.
Yes, and they were like just dancing, like, look, we're 98 degrees dancing in a box step. It was pretty entertaining.
It was pretty funny because Chris was like, Jeff is not even singing the song.
Yeah, so like Jeff, so Chris and Joey were singing, but Jeff was not. And they're like, this is your song, man. Like it was really funny.
God,
so I felt bad for Jeff because he was in the middle. And Joey and Chris were like bantering back and forth, and he's like, "Should I leave the stage? Clearly, it's between you."
As you know,
it was pretty funny.
Chris and Joey are very hilarious and find themselves funny.
That's true.
They also did something with the interpreter lady, I believe, as well.
Yeah,
they also make her. But Jeff is a lot more serious, and his band, and he actually did mention that they're like, "What would you do differently?" Knowing now, and he said we probably wouldn't take ourselves so serious and we would enjoy the moments that we were having because it's a pretty cool, but they were like very like to the grind, which is fine because they're not a Lou band, so I don't know how they got together, and so I feel like they had to hustle a lot more.
They're Motown, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like they had to hustle a lot more to get whatever. So, but they were like very like focused on their careers and very serious and stuff like that, whereas the NSYNC guys were just
having a grand old
time. Obviously, also still busy and stuff.
Yes, of course. They were able to balance it out, having a lot of fun. And then serious.
So anyway, so that was kind of, you could kind of see it. So yeah, definitely a little bit awkward to have Jeff in the middle between like the two.
I'm surprised that he sat in the middle.
Loudmouths, but
first he wasn't in the middle. He was like at the end, but then Chris is like, "No, let me go."
Then
on the other side
had a fake fight or something, and then they moved over. I don't know, and they're like they had to separate them. I don't know.
It was.
Yeah, just watch it. It's on our page. It is called Boy Band Panel 90s Con 2023. So again, if you have not been to our YouTube page, please subscribe to us because all this great content will come your way. And it is Boy Band Break.
BOYBANDBREAK.
So yes, and so there you go. So they did that. Somebody asked about Riddle, which was like one of their NSYNC's original songs that was in Europe when they were trying out different
sounds,
music styles. So they actually sang part of it. So
they remembered it.
Yes.
Wow.
And there was so that was pretty entertaining.
I was like, wow, good for you for remembering.
There was
because when you get up in age, sometimes you forget things, you know.
So yes, there was pretty good. So one person was like, Chris is so quick-witted. He's the best on these panels. He seriously needs to have his own talk show. Somebody get on that.
Yeah.
I would 1,000% watch that because
I would also watch that.
Entertaining AF. So anyway,
exactly.
So go check it out. For that particular one, we have the entire panel from when they're introduced to when the fan questions to even when they're taking the pictures in the crowd because, I knew they would act like goofballs during that part as well. So that is all there. Go check that out on our page. All right, back to our pictures.
How do you hold up the camera for that long?
I kind of just rested on my tits.
Okay, that's a good idea.
I'm just like, but then I was just like being very stealthy to kind of keep sneaking up to the front.
That's very good. Well done. Well done.
That's me. That is what I do. I am annoying, I guess.
That's okay. Whatever.
All right.
Who cares?
So then after that, we're like, you know what? Brecken was fucking hilarious in the Clueless panel. Let's go meet him. So we decided we would go do that. Lovely, lovely guy. Like, he was so fun.
And I even said to him, I forgot how funny you were. And he's like, thank you for me to remind you or something like that.
It was really funny. Like, I feel like he could be a boy bander because he has the personality of being like funny and like dorky and stuff like that. Also, I just want to point out that this dress I bought specifically for 90s Con, and it was my first purchase from Shein.
Yes,
do not sponsor us at all, but please do. But it has a bunch of dinosaurs on it, and it was colorful and fun, and I thought it was really cute. And I was wearing my boy band break jacket the entire time to represent the band.
And people
he said, "I'm glad I was able to remind you." There you go.
Yes.
Did you meet any fans?
And then how did we bring up Mike Paul Rudd?
How did we bring up Paul? I don't remember.
Is it because I'm wearing a Friends shirt?
Possibly, yes. Because Sophia was wearing a Friends shirt. But, oh my God, what did
Paul Rudd was in Friends?
Yeah, he played Mike in the last. He married Phoebe.
Oh, that's right, he did. Yeah, I forgot.
And then so I had the shirt on, and I was like, I think I said thank you for bringing up Mike. He was a really good character, like Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
And then I think he was like, do you know the last name of Mike? And Cinzia and I are like, you putting on us on the spot? We don't recall this.
We're like, do you know? He's like, no, that's why I'm asking you. We're like, and of course we didn't remember until after we left. It's Hannigan.
Oh.
Hannigan,
But yeah.
But like on the spot, like couldn't think of it. And I'm like, what is happening?
I was like, you should just be happy I remember his name was Mike. Like, Jesus. So he was like super fun, super nice guy. He also writes for Robot Chicken.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So, and his best friend is Seth Green, I believe.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Seth Green, yes.
He had a funny story, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, he's like, okay, now we need to make a sad face. We're like, okay. Now I have a shocked face. We're like, okay.
That's adorable.
That's it, so then I wanted to get slimed because I hadn't got slimed yet. So I was headed over there. But then the guy running the slime machine was not the same guy as last year. The last year guy was hilarious and fast and great. This guy was miserable and vaping indoors where he definitely should not have been. And whatever. So
and Sophia, very slow
AF. So Sophia had to go for some photo ops. So I just like
Sophia's wearing lipstick. I like it. It's very
that's because this was for which photo op was this? So
the Walsh twins one.
The Walsh twins.
Cute.
Yes, and Charmed. They were back to back.
So she went out, came back. So I stood in line for a very long time with this stupid plastic thing on, looking like a chump.
Oh God, you poor thing.
And then so then eventually,
because basically the photo is like hurry up and wait, like
that's true.
But then once the line moves, it moves like really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and for example, when we went for our boy band photo op, we were there 15 minutes early, and all of them were done before the actual scheduled time.
Whoa!
So that's why you need to keep an eye on these things.
Yeah.
Anyways, here's the slime machine. You see all the extra slime there. Then they also kind of I think they reuse it, and it kind of goes back up, and then there's a bucket there.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna play that, but yes. So then I got slimed. It was okay. It was like there's some slime on the face. Then we went back to Chris. So at the con is now ending.
Sorry. Do you want to show my two?
Yes, I do. So
photo
is that on
if you want to go to Instagram, yes.
Okay.
I put them on Facebook, but maybe Instagram is better to show you.
Yes, I see. Nope.
It's a video. I did a video Beverly Hills theme song for one, and then Charmed theme song for the other.
Okay,
possibly.
I don't know where it is. Well,
right there. That's one. Yeah, right there.
So this is the Charmed one.
Yeah.
So that's Sophia with the girls. The Power of Three. I think this was what this one was.
Yes,
called,
the
right?
Power of Three will set you free. This is like one of the bigger
things, and then
spells in the show. And then that one, yeah.
This one?
Yes.
Yes. I think did we see this one?
Yeah, we saw this one already.
Saw this one already.
Yeah.
So
and then it's the twin. There it is.
Oh, so then there's the twins.
Yes.
Very nice. So the Walsh twins. And there you go. Very cool.
And then, in the photo up for the Walsh twins, when we finished, Shannon Doherty was like, "Is anyone actually from Friends here?" And I was like, "No, but I couldn't find any like 90s clothing at any of the stores."
Yeah.
Like it was so hard to find Beverly Hills 90210 clothing. But she was like joking around about it, but I was like, "I'm sorry, I couldn't find anything."
Oh,
and then the photographer was like, "Okay, next person." I'm like, "I'm not gonna not answer her. She's literally talking to me."
Right, yeah.
Like a little bit, like be respectful.
Oh, it's cute.
But it was good. I enjoyed it.
Well worth it for sure.
It was very well worth it. I was like, next time, hopefully I can find some Beverly Hills 90210 clothing, because I went to Hot Topic too, and there was nothing.
Nuts.
You never know what's going to make the comeback or whatever. So sometimes you just randomly find some shirts or something.
That's true.
But hey, it was more interaction because photo ops are very quick.
Photo ops are very quick. It's like in and out. In and out.
I was literally like, "Hey, how are you?" And they're like, "Hey, we're good." And then it was done.
Like, "Hey, how are you? Great. Please leave." It's like, "Oh no."
Because especially when they have the more popular ones, it takes longer.
Yeah.
But all in all, a great experience. I enjoyed it.
All right.
Now you can go back to Chris. Sorry.
Yes. So,
we saved the best for last. We started with Chris.
So we were in line.
Well, we started with Jeff, but that's okay.
So Sofia was still doing ops, and then I was like, "Okay, do we want a full house person?" And she's like, "Yes." I'm like, "Who do you want?" She's like, "Any of them." And I was like, "Okay, we need to pick someone." So I'm like, we didn't have Jodie Sweden. So she's like, "Let's do Jodie," because she wasn't there last year. So I get in her line because Dominic, who is Nick's manager, manages the Full House.
Oh, wow.
People as well. So I saw him on constantly shutting up. It's Empire Promotions.
Yes.
So I was like, okay. So I get in the Jodie line, and Sofia's like, "This line is taking forever." That was the Walsh twins. Is that the one you were doing?
Yes.
So it was taking forever. So she came out of the one photo op. We took the slime video, and then I'm like, okay, I'm running over there. So I could see Chris's line from where we were, and it was dwindling, and it was getting closer to the end of the con.
Uh-oh.
So I was just like, okay, Sofia, you need to come, because she convinced me not to do a photo op with Chris because
which I think is fair.
Very expensive, and I get it. So I was like, okay. So
and there was more intimate interaction than over there.
That's fair.
So so Sofia comes back. So now we're in Jodie's line, and I see Chris's line is getting very short, and I'm panicking. I was like, "You wait here. I'm going to go to Chris's line to see what it is. If it's super short, about to leave, I'll wave you over." And she's like, "Well, who's going to?" I'm like, so I asked the people around us, I'm like, "Can you save our spot if we go take this?" Or I said, "You ask them," because I was just like, I was getting very panicky.
Yes, I asked the guy behind us.
So then you could see, because we were on the other side, so she could see where I was. So then I was just like,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then Sofia runs over, and we're like right here, and
the guy tells me, "Yes, I will save the spot," and then I run over.
Okay.
So like because Jodie still hadn't come back at all because she was doing all photo ops. So
right.
So we're like, okay. So Sofia runs over. We're like, okay. We're like, good. We're there. We ran into the girl again that we had talked to. So we're talking to her. I have some more business cards. So we get up to the front, and we are literally the next people, because I was like, okay, perfect. We'll get this, and I'll go to Jodie.
Yeah.
They take him away.
No.
We just need Chris for a bit. I was like, of course they do.
Uh-oh.
I think that's when they filmed that clip. TikTok.
Yes, it was Drive Myself Crazy.
So for those who don't know, in I Drive Myself Crazy, they have
what's her name again? Alyssa Donovan.
Elisa Donovan.
Yeah.
She's Joey's girlfriend in I Drive Myself Crazy. So
But they dated in real life too, right?
I feel like Joey dated everybody.
Yes,
so who knows? But anyway, so then they were friends, at least. I don't know. So anyway, so they're in this video, and then he like looks at her, and then she looks away, and then he goes and kisses another girl, and then she sees him, and then she smacks him in the face, right?
That's in the video.
In the video.
Of I
Drive Myself Crazy. So when it was announced that she was going to be there, I had said to, in this 90s con group, "Ooh, are we going to recreate her slapping Joey in the face?" And I put the video, and they're like, "Oh, that's so funny. I hope so." So I would like to say that I'm the person who did this.
Good job.
Probably
Excellent.
Not. I'm just going to take credit for it anyway.
Why not?
So anyway,
who's to say that you were not?
It's super funny, and I don't know where it is right now.
It's on Facebook on That's for Entertainment.
Okay. So maybe I'll find that really quick. But anyway, so they did this like cute little video of
do you want me to search for it while you talk?
Yes.
Okay. Stop. You talk.
Okay.
This is a podcast.
That's 4.
I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter that the mic's in front of Cinzia?
Yeah, you need to speak.
I don't know what I'm saying.
You must speak.
Sorry. Hi. So anyway, so they did this little video.
Wait, hold on. We're running mute. Okay. Okay, this
You
is the
hear me?
page that you want.
Yes, I know, but I feel like it'd be faster for me
Click
to
on
find
it.
Okay. So
Are you insane right now?
I am. I'm trying to understand which part I'm talking about. Right. Anyway, so they make this little video. So it shows the clip of the I Drive Myself Crazy video.
This one?
And then they recreated it. So yes. So Lydia has found it.
Okay, pause it again.
I'm gonna pause it. It's on mute,
screen.
so we should be good. Let's share screen. Okay, so for those who are just watching, so it's the clip, and she's like, so Joey sees this girl, they kiss, she turns back, sees them kissing, smacks him. Oh, now it shows smacks him in the face, whatever. So now she's like talking to Joey and things. She turns away. He starts kissing this random person. She's like, "What the hell?" Smacks him. Then Chris comes and starts kissing her.
That's adorable.
And then Joey's like, "What the heck, man?" So then. So very funny.
That's very funny.
Highly entertaining.
I thought it was very funny too.
That's cute.
Yes. So I'm just gonna get back to my page because.
And it was great to see like everyone was like, it was like a reunion of us as well because they haven't seen everyone because everybody in different shows like know each other.
Yeah,
they were on the same
like,
network, so they're like,
Melissa-
"Oh, this is a reunion of everybody."
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like Friends Con, not 90s Con. Someone was saying for them.
Amazing. There was also pictures of Melissa Joan Hart with Chris, and like because I guess they were on the show, so there was just
and
like
she did a TikTok. They were jumping up, and then each scene after a jump, there was like other people for the next jump. It was very entertaining.
It was very cute. So there's definitely a lot of like, I feel like this is also fun for celebrities because they can like see other friends that they haven't seen in years and things like that. And I'm pretty sure it was last 90s Con where one of the Lawrence brothers started dating one of the people from TLC.
That is correct.
So there you go. So who knows? So anyway, so I was like, okay, this is the last one. Let's try to get some individuals. So Chris goes away. And I was like, this fucker leaves. And now we're going to like Jody. We were like kind of keeping an eye on the Jody line and whatever. And so he comes back. And of course, the DJ is playing I Drive Myself Crazy, which now makes sense because that's when they were recording that little clip. So okay, that makes sense. Perfect. So anyway, so he's playing that song. So Chris comes back and he sees us. And I was like, the best minute and 6 seconds of any NSYNC song is this song. And then he like paused for a second, you can hear, and then he heard the song. And he's like, oh, so now you're being all sweet to me. It's the end of the weekend.
Like, stop that.
You've been so mean to me all weekend, and now you're being sweet just because, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, you're such a fucking nerd. So yeah, so anyway, so we're like, okay. So then he hugs, and then I'm like, okay, let's get some individual shots. So I do this. This one seems fine, okay? So then I was like, ooh, let's try to do like a prom style picture. He's like, but my arm is fucked, so we need to go on the side. And I was like, okay, cool. So instead we get this, and no offense to the volunteer at this time, because kudos to her, but I feel like I probably should have taken some selfies at this point, because this is the next picture for those who cannot tell. And then I was like, this is going to look like I'm pregnant and like, or it's like a pregnancy shoot. So then I started laughing. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my mouth. It's upside down. It looks like I'm literally like in pain giving birth while Chris is smiling. It's just, we were just both laughing. It was ridiculous. And then this is like, oh, I'll give you a hug from behind. But then anytime someone tries to do this with me, I've tried this with several celebrities. It always looks like they're like choking me to death. Yeah. So now it looks like he's choking me.
Oh, well.
And I didn't know what to do with my hand. So I have this bizarre, I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe if I like crop it. Also, my better hair is on the other side where Chris's bad arm is. Yeah. So I couldn't get like a good hair thing.
It's still not bad. They're still good pictures.
Yeah. So then Sophia came in, and then we had to, and apparently I still had slime on my forehead that I did not realize. Whoops. So there's good. Yeah. Yeah, cool. So we got a couple other pictures where I have no neck, and yeah. So anyway, so then we went back to the Jody line.
Like she did a lot of pictures, but
they were not good quality pictures. But you know, whatever. It is what it is. So
it was a good memory to have.
Did you have to pay for those pictures?
Yes, it did. Yes,
all of them.
No, you pay once, and then they take a bunch of pictures.
So we shared the.
Yes. Got it. Okay.
So now we got up to Jody. Jody is like super sweet, by the way. Super nice. So the day before,
the volunteer was like, "Get in there." And then Jody was like, "Yeah, come touch me." I'm like, "Oh wow, I've never heard this before in my life."
Sure. All right. So like, it was funny because the day before she was going for like a photo op, and she's like, "I gotta leave for a photo op." She's like, "I swear, I'll be right back." And then there was like a little girl, and then she like ran around the table and took a selfie with the little girl, like without having to pay or anything, which was super nice. And then she came back and she stayed. So she stayed. The con was closed, but she stayed till everybody was done in the line. So it was very sweet.
God bless.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Super nice. We also we did a she-wolf because we were like trying to figure out like how do we do it? And Sophia's like, is it 2 fingers? Is it 3? And I was like,
okay. In my defense, every one of the girls does it differently. And then we looked it up on Google. And then some of them have 2 fingers, some of them have 3 fingers, and then one of them has a whole hand. So that's the only reason why I was like, how do you do this?
Is Jody Sweden Stephanie?
She's Stephanie Tanner.
Oh, okay.
So in Fuller House.
Yeah.
Have you seen Fuller House?
A little bit, yeah.
So Fuller House DJ is now like
the mom.
So
Danny Tanner, basically.
She's basically Danny Tanner. She's now a widow. She has 3 kids. Yes. Stephanie moves in. So then her, Stephanie, and Kimmy Gibbler they become a she-wolf pack.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we're doing she-wolf.
I see.
So.
But it turned out well.
So it's very cute, adorable. And then Sophia, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I posted.
I was like,
picture.
Can you not share this one? Because it looks like my face is like horrible. But like, whatever.
I don't even know what we were discussing. Possibly she-wolf at that point. So we said hi to Andrea Barber because she didn't have anybody else in line. So that's Kimmy Gibbler. And she's like, we just want to say hi. She's like, hi, see you next year. We're like, okay. And then Sophia's like, I might as well take pictures with this DJ. So we're like, okay. So we did that. And then, that was from the day before. So yeah, then we got on the Greyhound bus of death. Our luggage was still there.
Explain why. Sorry, now that you're showing it, Sophia's in front of a lion. Why?
Oh, this was the night before. It was just outside of one of the things. She's like, let's take pictures of this lion.
Because I was like, this is like a random lion over here. So why not?
Okay. So we were not eating at this restaurant. It just happened to be across the street from the other restaurant. But she's like, let's take a picture of a lion.
I see. Do you know why
sometimes these things just happen?
Why, Lydia?
If you have a line in front of your house, it symbolizes a paid-off mortgage.
Oh, so would the bank give you a lion?
No, you just make your own lion.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
that is very interesting.
Very
Thank you for sharing.
No problem.
All right, cool. Anyway, so then we made it back, and luckily our luggage was still at the hotel, and it was a different person. So we just picked it up, got on the bus.
We ordered Subway
again because that's the only food they have at the bus station. I ate half a sandwich, got on the bus, then put it, and then they assign seats now.
Oh, that's weird.
Which was annoying. So because Sophia and I bought them at different times, we were not beside each other. Which was fine. So I had a window seat, and then I put my sandwich.
I also had a window seat, and then someone was beside me. Yeah.
And then the heater came on, and then all I could smell was my sandwich near the end, and I was like, so we stopped.
And then when we got to Syracuse,
wow.
The late, a lot of people got off, so she went to another seat that was empty on the back, and I was like, "Yes, my full seats. I have 2 seats now."
Ooh,
So I was like half asleep. So the way that to get back to Toronto from Hartford is that you have to backtrack, go to New York, and then come back.
Oh, weird.
So it's so this is out of your way.
Port Authority in New York City.
Let me tell you, full of a bunch of weirdos. So we got there, it was 9:34 according to this screen, but at this screen it was 12:34 a.m. on February 26th. So it was entirely
we went back in time.
Okay.
So we're at the so I'm half asleep and very groggy. Sophia goes to go pee. I'm no offense, surrounded by the biggest weirdos on the planet.
Yeah.
And there was just like all this stuff. I'm like, we need to leave this level because
I was like, I literally left for like a minute. I'm like, what could possibly have happened for 1 minute?
I probably also looked because my eyes were glazing and stuff, but then this man's yelling about his luggage lock. There was an old man who looked like he had no head.
What?
Because he had like his neck.
His neck was all the way down.
So if you saw him from behind, he looked like a headless man.
Oh my God.
And I was half asleep. It was very like. Then a man came to ask us for money, and he had this like disgusting thumb that I was like, it was like all like missing skin.
I don't know why, but when Cinzia has rants, I just die of laughter.
So
I don't know if it was because I was tired, but I was dying at this point.
Okay, so now I'm on this other level. I was like, let's just go to a bathroom, another level.
Sorry.
There's the Statue of Liberty.
Sorry, what?
There was this child. He jumped from the bench and he was trying to catch a pigeon.
I didn't see that. But yes, Lydia, we are 3 floors down and there are pigeons in this bus terminal. Indoors, flying around. Like some sort of subterranean pigeons flying around. I was like, we need to get out of this area.
Okay.
So we went up a level and then we're like, oh, let's just stand next to a wall. And there was like a picture of the Statue of Liberty that was like human size.
Which she got
and
scared
it scared
of
me
twice.
Oh my god!
Because I just saw it out of the corner of my eye and thought there was like a murderer Statue of Liberty.
Oh my gosh!
So then we went up another level because then I called like Josh and Diane because they were almost home. And I was just like, "There's a lot of things happening." So we went up to like regular level. So here I'm just smiling to make it seem like everything's wonderful. There's a 5 Below and a Five Guys. Ooh. So I almost went to get food, but I was not hungry at this point. I'm like, I'm going to regret this later. Also at that corner, Carlo's Bake Shop. So
fancy.
We went in, took a couple of pictures. They have security there apparently. There's a picture of some cakes that are most likely.
And then we saw a guy like just lie down. He was lying down on like some heater over.
Oh dear!
We're like, okay, let's go inside.
We're like, okay, we're gonna go back inside the Port Authority. Found this like telephone.
Okay.
Yep. This is the only area that was clean in the basement, and it was sectioned off. I was like, so we can't go there? I don't know.
Weird.
Then there was like some sort of greyhound dogs and stuff. Then we stopped in the middle of the night somewhere at a gas station, and I thought this was bizarre that they have hard-boiled eggs with red beet juice and salt and pepper.
I guess so.
For the sake of the fellow passengers on the bus, I did not purchase this.
Thank God.
Because eggs do not have a good effect on me.
Yeah.
That's some avocado toast. This is when we finally got to Buffalo. If no one has had the pleasure of being at the Buffalo Transit, they have toilets from prison.
Stainless steel
They're
toilets.
Stainless steel without a toilet seat, and it's all cinder blocked in. And it's always, regardless of what time of year you're there, very freezing.
So you gotta pull down your pants. That's not fun. You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, so there you go. I didn't even realize this girl is giving us a side eye. So then Sophia and I
this
were
is
very
like
tired.
7:30 in the morning.
7:30, 8 in the morning, something like that. Then we finally were near each other on the bus. We got our own seats. Only 25 people were coming to Canada.
Woo!
So we get to like the border, and I'm like freaking out because I don't know what to declare.
Your backstory, man. You always got to establish the backstory.
Because all of my luggage went with Josh and them.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God. So I was like panicking because I don't know why. I just felt like you always have to declare money that you spend at the border. But I'm like, I have nothing. I have some fudge. Do I declare this? I'm like, I just ate the fudge. I'm like, do I declare this like scrunchy and like whatever? So I didn't, and it was fine.
Good job.
So this is Sophia. So then my friend Alan had.
To be fair, that was like the fastest customs ever.
Fast.
Yeah.
Because normally it takes like a good hour to go through customs.
For a bus?
When you're at the bus, right? Because there's always someone who doesn't have the proper visa.
What? I had to have a passport?
So there's always something. Yeah. But this was like
But it's always fast. Like crazy going into Canada, but coming out of Canada, like they're fine. But going back in, they're like, oh, craziness. Yeah.
These two guys were like, perfect, whatever. So then I messaged
wait, hold on. Did they steal your snacks this time?
No. So what happens when you're on the bus is you have to take all your luggage with you.
Uh-huh.
And then they take you off the bus and you got to get through customs. And then you wait and then you walk to your bus.
Oh, I thought that they come on the bus and ask you.
They've done that before, but now I guess the new thing is you have to take all of your stuff with you.
That sucks.
And then they check the bus to see if there's any packages or things that are not there.
Oh.
So I guess the guy believed I didn't spend anything because I literally just had my purse and my sleep apnea machine and a change of clothes. So
yeah.
I was like, oh my God, he's going to be like, how have you been gone for a week and you only have a change of clothes? Like I was getting very paranoid. I was very tired.
Yeah.
Whatever.
To be fair, when you're tired at that time, you're not thinking clearly.
Yeah,
yes.
that's fair.
So anyway, I messaged my friend Alan and got a hotel at Fallsview the night before. And then he said he would pick me up in the morning. And I said, we'll be there at 9:30. But then it was actually closer to 9. So
Fernando, right? Lombardo, something like that. Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm like, hey, I'm going to be there. Please come pick me up. And he's like, yes. So then he messaged me at like 8:50. 8:50.
I think it was like 8:30.
Yeah, it was 8:54. He's like, I'm in the car. I'm on my way. I'm like, cool. So I got off at 9. The thing is, a 5-minute drive from where he was staying, he was not there. I would like to reflect the fact that I was wearing capris and flip-flops and had no coat, and it's very near Niagara Falls.
Yikes.
So it is very windy and cold. Misty. And I was like, I'm going to kill him if he doesn't show up soon, but I guess the GPS took him the wrong way, blah, blah, blah. So eventually he picked me up. This is me like, oh, look at me. I'm freezing, but I'm going to pretend I'm having a great time.
Yeah. You're doing this smile.
Just like if he's not here soon.
The thin lip smile. Yeah. It's a patented Cinzia smile. Okay.
So then I got pictures of the falls, and he didn't check out of the hotel, so I had to go check him out.
Oh,
there's Alan. Shout out to
cute.
Alan. Thanks for picking me up. Sorry for me wanting to dick punch you for not being there. So then he took me out for breakfast. So then that's his sandwich.
I'm like, you don't eat pea now.
And then this was interesting. French toast made of a croissant.
Ooh,
that sounds amazing.
It was that sounds amazing. Yeah.
Is that like creme fraiche or
it was like a creamy, it was nice. Yum. It was delicious. It's expensive if you have to pay for it, but so there you go.
Yummy.
Sleep. And then I took some appliance pictures for my nephew.
I mean, as is tradition.
He loves nephews. He loves appliances.
Yeah.
And this is a picture of me pretending to be dead because my friend said we were going to get murdered.
Okay.
And then there you go. So that is pretty much it. And then Sophia continued the rest of the journey.
I'm like, Sophia, tell us your part.
Yes. And then it was like 9. And then Lombardo was like, we can make it to Toronto 10:25 instead of 11:10.
Yeah,
because there's no traffic.
Ooh, he's so good.
He was really good. And we got there 10:20.
Wow, Lombardo.
Beautiful. Thank you. And then
schedule.
Yes. And then I took a taxi home because I was very tired.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would also like to point out that at the Niagara Falls bus terminal, I was the only person to get off the bus.
Oh.
So yes. So
okay.
All right.
And one last thing. Jeff Timmons has like 2 of the pictures on the Instagram. The one of us with him in Hit 98 Degrees puzzles, and then the boy band one where we did the pose.
Good old Jeff Timmons.
So thanks, Jeff Timmons, always coming through with the likes.
But not on the podcast. So please come on our podcast.
Come on.
That's right. That's the next step to come on the podcast.
All right. So that is the end of 90s Con. But wait, there's more.
What is this?
What is this, my friends? Well, back in around New Year's, I went to Florida and I was at Ross because that's where I buy my dresses, nice and cheap and they're delightful. And they had Play-Doh Grown-Up Scents 90s edition.
Ooh.
So there are 6 scents. Ode Boy Band. That's essentially, I bought it because it said Ode Boy Band. But they also have VHS Rental and Chill, Pump Up the Jams, Dial Up Delight, Mall Food Court, and Flannel Fresh. So there's all of the cutesy little. So cute.
Awesome.
Whatever. So I decided, unfortunately, Sophia is not with us. Well, she's alive. She's just not in this building with us. What?
She's from beyond.
It is my spirit is here.
Smell these things.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm going to do to make this more special is you're going to close your eyes and you're going to guess what the scent is as I
should I be asking questions like what kind of scent?
Okay, so for the viewers at home, I'm going to show you what this one is. Can you see it, or is it too blurry?
I can't see it. It's a little blurry.
I will tell you what it is. So this one is almost like a gold color with sparkles. All right. So, Lydia, tell me what you.
I'm ready. I'm ready to receive. Wait. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I don't know. It smells like crap.
This one is it's a gold sparkly Play-Doh. It is called Pump Up the Jams Rap Techno.
I'm sorry. I saw this and I thought something inappropriate.
Wow, it is grown up.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh,
that's next.
So this is apparently Pump Up the Jams with a Z Rap Techno. So that is what awful. Rap Tech.
I can't even
describe what it smells like.
Plastic BS. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the other ones smell better.
Okay, I'm closing my eyes again.
Can only go up from here.
Yeah.
All right. So this one. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. I'll show you later. It is more of like a beigey color, a lid.
Beige
almost
again?
a little more yellow.
Wow.
This one's a little more yellow.
Okay, I'm ready to receive. Oh yeah, I like that. That smells like
a better smell.
Cookie dough and brownies. I love that. What is that?
Oh, I don't think it smells like cookie dough and brownies. This one is VHS rental and chill. So I think it's supposed to be popcorn.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, you're right. It's popcorn smell.
Yeah, it is a bit of popcorn. It's
You're
definitely not as disgusting as that other one.
It's like buttery and
yeah, it's not like, oh my God, this is delicious. And again, you also have like the Play-Doh base, right? So that's gonna like
Play-Doh has a distinct smell already.
But yeah, so it has a cute little popcorn and
That's
VHS
cute.
tapes.
That's cute.
All right.
I'm closing my eyes. I'm ready to receive.
This is the third one.
The third one is pink.
Okay.
I have no idea how this one is going to smell. I don't know how you can make this a smell, but here you go. Can you smell?
Yeah.
You need to waft it.
It smells like raspberries.
You're just like putting it in her nose, like, eat this.
All right. Would you like to guess what this is?
No.
Okay, let me give you a hint. Smell again.
Internet raspberries.
It is dial-up delight.
What? That's even making it
I
sense.
can't even make the sound, but yes.
That's interesting.
And then the phone picks up, and then this one's actually not bad. I just have literally no idea what smell it is.
I don't. You can't really smell the internet, guys. Like that's
I don't know
that's
how.
a reach. That's a reach.
That's true.
All right.
Okay, I'm closing my eyes. I'm ready to receive.
Number 4. Okay, this one should have a scent to it. This one should have a recognizable scent.
Oh boy.
I don't know
Okay.
why it's so friggin' blurry. I'm sorry. Okay, so this one is like more of like an orangey color.
Okay. I'm ready to receive.
Okay.
Are you?
Bacon.
Bacon. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe she can't smell it because she already smelled like 4.
Right.
Oh, this almost smells like dog treat.
Yeah. That's it.
Like
Like
a bacon
Stella's
dog
dog treats. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's nasty.
What's the color of
Interesting.
it? The color of it is like a nacho cheese color.
It is. Yes.
So this is Mall Food Court.
Ew. Nasty.
Oh,
That's terrible.
No,
That's
no,
absolutely
not
So the
fan.
second one seems to be the best one so far.
I guess.
The
And also,
popcorn?
yeah,
Yeah,
and the
the
dial-up
popcorn.
internet's, I guess, kind of okay. I don't know.
Okay. I'm closing my
Alright.
eyes and I'm ready to receive.
Ready to receive.
Is this
Cleansing
the
the
fifth
palate.
one?
Oh, this one has like a pretty container.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. So this one, the lid is black with sparkles.
Ooh.
And this is the fifth one?
This is the 5th one.
Is it ready?
Yep.
That smells like perfume from the Venetian.
Oh, it kind of does. Yeah, that florally.
Yeah.
You're right. That's not what it is.
Oh.
So this one is actually called Flannel Fresh.
Hell
I
outta
feel
here.
like you should put more of like a linen scent.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
fresh linen.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not the worst, but it's definitely not that great.
No.
All right.
Yeah,
Those
they
are-
pump like perfume in at the Venetian. Like,
yeah, it's like it actually gave me a headache.
yeah, it was a little
so-
much. Yeah.
All right, Lydia,
Okay.
close your eyes.
Those eyes are closed.
Is this the last one?
Last one. Almost
so
done.
I
So
feel like she should be able to guess what this one is.
Okay,
so
Okay,
the fact that
let's
it's the
see
last
what
one,
it
if she
is.
was paying attention. So this is a nice blue color. I'm wafting the scent.
no, hold on. Hold on. Smells like men's sneakers. Like
What
if you put your face in like a new Reebok shoe.
Interesting.
All right. Well, this one is Ode Boy Band.
Oh, I knew it.
Ooh,
There you go. There's the boy band.
boy
There's 5
band.
members.
See, we ended it on a high note.
That's awesome.
I don't know. These scents are not that good, man.
You know what?
This is $6 not well spent.
Nope, not at all.
Would you
But-
say this one is the best one or the second one is the best one?
I don't. They're all kind of crap.
Yeah,
I feel like dial-up internet maybe wasn't too bad.
Dial-up internet and the popcorn, everything else was garbage.
Here, let's resell. There's dial-up internet.
But like Play-Doh just smells like crap normally.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
so
make your own.
The containers are very cute. They are very cute. They have really cute little pictures on them. But yes,
not a vibe.
This definitely does not smell like
Play-Doh shouldn't have those kinds of scent, and it should just be like a regular.
I just feel like you're just rich. And again, also, I did buy this at Ross. Oh, it comes with a random little pink knife to like stab yourself with because it smells so bad. Maybe this is
you can't live anymore with these scents, so you die.
I think they're just
could it be expired? Maybe that's why. It also says "do not eat," totally scented.
Dang.
So, and apparently you can compare it. $14 is apparently what you should be paying for.
God bless them for having such a high self-esteem.
It is a thing. Do not recommend for future consumption. Yeah. But very cute little containers. Like they do have cute little pictures on them. So kudos to the design team for making it cute. But no kudos to the scent team for making it smell disgusting.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
That really smelled bad. So
they smelled terrible.
It was like a pro and a con all in one.
Do not recommend. But anyways, there you
Maybe you can sell it on eBay or something.
Maybe. Who knows?
Hopefully they don't listen to the podcast and say do not recommend.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
I also would like to mention that as we were leaving Chris's table, I had said to him, like, yo, bro, this like, oh my God, what is it? The Pop 2000 thing, like this Mexico thing. Is this like, are we cool? He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, are you going to go to this thing or are you going to bail after people buy it? He's like, why would I bail? And I was like, I don't know. Is this a thing? He's like, no, obviously I'm going to go to this thing. And I was like, okay, cool. So he's like, why are you coming? I'm like, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. And he's like, are Canadians even allowed in Mexico? And I said, Canadians are allowed everywhere. Ooh, yeah. The world loves Canada. I don't know about you. He's just like, so I don't know. As of this moment, I am not going. It obviously sounds like a super awesome fun time, but it's also very expensive. So
we'll go to O-Town.
Yes,
we'll try
that will make up for it, kind of.
There you go.
We'll try and catch the ace this week. Maybe
we will try to catch the ace this week. Who knows? Maybe this time next week could be millionaires, guys. Who knows?
Ooh,
there you go.
Sending all the positive vibes.
Thank you so much.
All right, if we win the million, I think it's $1.7 million. I will pay for all of us to go to Mexico.
Hooray!
Not the listeners, because I don't know how many.
It's not going to go very far.
It's not going to go that far if everyone comes. But anyways, yes. So thank you for joining us on this 3-week journey discussing 3 days of 90s Con. If this piqued your interest at all, you want to go to 90s Con in Tampa, Florida. It is in September, so go check out that'sforentertainment.com. And
I hope you all enjoyed it.
Yes, thank you for living our journey with us. And if you have any questions about conventions in general or anything, feel free to reach out. We're always here. And if you have any ideas for future episodes, we will be getting back to boy bands next week. We did talk about boy bands in every episode. Every day there was boy band. Okay. But we will be hyper-focusing back on boy bands shortly. So if there's a boy band we haven't talked about recently or
let us know in the comments below.
Let us know, man. Let us know. Yeah. And we appreciate you all, and thank you so much. So, thanks for taking a break with us.
Guys.
Until
next time.
Thanks for listening.
Bye. Bye.